people who you are.
Kumar the raw one from Oakland, California.
Okay. So why are you the raw one?
Because I'm raw.
Okay, that's a good answer. I like that answer. Tell me a little bit about last time I saw you. Actually, you were in the Lion's Den, and you told me you want to be that heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
You want to be the best one. Let's get a little deeper. Let's talk about how you got into the sport.
Well, when my dad was younger, he used to box, and so when I had got 6 or 7, I just started punching people, and he said next time I punch somebody, he gonna take me to the gym. So he ended up taking me to the gym, and since then I just been in the gym.
First time you go to the gym, was it home? Were you nervous? Were you just trying to sock on someone? Break that down for me.
I was like happy and nervous at the same time.
When did you know this is gonna be what you do?
When I turned 11 and I won my first nationals.
Okay, and now you're #1 in the country?
Yes.
What does that feel like to be #1 in the country?
It feels good. Hard work pays off.
Do you feel the target on your back though? Now you got to train harder and progress even better and better each year, because you can't just stop right here. The journey's not over. So do you feel that as well?
Yeah, of course.
I like how that's a good mindset. You said of course. Well, for some people that's not an of course statement. Tell me your most memorable fight so far.
Actually, last Saturday, because I fought in my hometown. That was my first time fighting in hometown since about 11, and I had all my people there supporting me, and it was a good experience.
And tell me about that energy when you walk into the ring. All your people are supporting you. They know you're the boxer guy. You're #1 in the country, but now you make your walkout. You're in the ring, and you got people. It's not just coaches from across the country. It's people you know. What's that feeling?
I just felt like I was on top of the world that night.
Talk to me about your relationship with your father.
We got a good relationship, real close. Boxing even brought us closer.
What about Cutman OG Don?
That's my guy. Me and Don, I met him when I was
10?
10, yeah, 10. And since then we just locked in.
Well, I mean, he's been around some famous fighters. He's been around a couple of fighters that are pretty good, and he told me you got level. You're doing the similar things. I'm not gonna put it out there just because we're not gonna put that out there. But he's saying you're following the path of greatness.
Yes, sir.
It must mean a lot coming from a guy like Don, because that's not just a random person.
Yes, sir.
Man, you're that intimidating, soft-spoken guy. You want to let your hands do the talking. You don't want your mouth to do it.
Yeah, I don't do no talking.
You don't do no talking. Well, tell me about Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Give me that pick. Get people mad. Who do you have winning tomorrow's fight?
Deontay Wilder by knockout.
And why do you say that?
I feel like Tyson Fury taking him too lightly. I feel like Deontay Wilder, I feel like he made adjustments with his new trainer. I feel like he gonna go to the body, slow him down in the first part of the fight, and at the 8th or 9th round, he gonna knock him out.
Now let me ask you this as a fighter, and someone that's gonna be a heavyweight more than likely as you get older. What does it mean that Wilder came in the heaviest of his career and also Fury came in the heaviest of his career? Is there anything to read into that from a fighter's mindset?
I feel like from a heavyweight's perspective, I feel like the Wilder weight, I feel like he added that on more muscle. I feel like he looks stronger and bigger.
And Fury, I feel like it's kind of hard to tell because he's similar in weight to the second fight, but this is also the heaviest he's ever weighed in his career.
Yeah, I think he's just been taking him lightly. He hasn't been training all the way like how he was for the first and second fight, but you know, we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a result-based sport. It's not an opinion-based sport. So the great thing is they get to punch each other tomorrow. We find out who wins the fight. Any heavyweights you look to or any fighters you look at as inspiration?
Jared Anderson.
Which one?
Jared Anderson.
Okay, Jared's awesome. Why do you? That's my man, Big Baby Anderson. Why do you look at him as inspiration? Because
he's young, quick, he got power. I feel like I'm a resemblance to him.
I mean, I think Jared's very obviously the best American young heavyweight right now. I think that when Fury, Wilder, and Joshua go away, it's him and Lawrence Okoli are probably the guys, and Tony Yoka are the guys that are going to take over the division. Is it the technical ability? Is it the knockouts? Is it the attitude? Is it that he's young? What makes him so special to you?
Everything about him. The whole technical, the knockout ability, everything.
What should people know about your fighting style right now, moving forward, if they were to start watching your USA boxing fights from this point forward?
I'm a pure boxer. I use my jab, feints. I don't go in there just trying to bang. I use my jab, feints, feet movement, all of that.
So let me tell you this though, or let me play devil's advocate. At this point, I've heard that I've actually seen a little bit, you fight very patient. You fight like a grown man. You fight like a 12-round fighter.
Yeah.
I would almost argue you might, and I hate to say it, that might hurt you at points in amateurs, but it's going to help you as a pro or deeper down. How are you making that adjustment and being #1 while fighting such a patient style? Because not many fighters can do that. I guess the only one I can think off the top of my head is Andre Ward, was able to fight that style and be a great amateur.
Yeah, I just make the adjustment when the fights come. When I gotta up my punch count, I gotta do what I gotta do.
How are you so composed at such a young age?
I don't know, I was just made like that.
So you realize what you do is a little different than what other people do, right?
Yeah.
Give me the story behind the Raw One nickname.
So one day, I was actually at school and my dad texted me. He was like, we need to come up with a name for you. And he just kept sending me different names. And he sent the Raw One. And I was like, and I said it to myself, Kumar the Raw One. And then ever since then, it just clicked.
Okay, where can people follow you?
At THE_RAW_ON3.
Okay.